Be sure to subscribe to our channel. If you're new, turn on notifications and watch the full video.
A punching match against
it's Myth.
It's Myth, a build-off almost. Not a lot of ammunition, minus the shotgun here. He's going to have to make a play up close, potentially. Tons of materials, though. He's in a great position for materials. He's trying to go for basically a bludgeon or a place on one of these to get an edit, take advantage of the shot.
Oh, my.
15 HP left. He's got to stay above him. Get a peek shot with a shotgun is going to be key here. Goes for it on the drop down. The tree actually absorbing a lot of the damage.
This was a replay from earlier.
Earlier, Myth's elimination earlier on King, but Myth goes down to Jake Cuddy. And that is the end of the event for TSM's Myth.
We just lost Myth in that scenario. Jake Cuddy with the elim.
Feels bad, man.
We'll see if he can continue to push on through. Looking down at the scoreboard on our end, Animal at 3 elims so far. Another point this game. Gorilla also at 2, and Lenane with 2 elims as well. Aiden with 2 still in this game.
You see the Poach actually just got his third on Chuck Nass, which gives him 1 point moving into the next round. But Spades, Divine's teammate, who we discussed earlier, these fast edits, Courage. That's 3 layers edited in what feels like a second.
Yep.
And you can catch an opponent off guard almost instantly with editing that fast. Now, Spades is actually out of material now. No more builds are available, and he's going to have to start taking shots. He's noticing now, and he's going to drop down. These materials just hanging out, waiting to be picked up, as well as some minis, a med kit, there's a campfire.
Spawn there? Like, how did that just happen? Okay, he's more than happy to take all that.
Place a phone call to Epic Games or something on that one. It didn't really, folks. Spades, that launch pad coming in key, choosing to just opt out of an engagement and pushes across to retail, which, depending on where people dropped early in the game, may or may not still have loot in it.
NRG General stuck in these trees. So many
materials.
Look at the inventory. Similar of a loadout to 72 Hours, where it's just going 2 weapons, 3 heals. Tristan versus General. Tristan strikes.
His shotgun didn't shoot!
Trying to swap, he misses the shots.
Okay, but he still wins. Bro, that bug, dog.
Everything he could ever
that General guy's bug
but
literally
unfortunately
didn't
his
shoot.
First fight,
That's so
and now
unfortunate.
Tristan is rewarded with basically everything you could need.
That bug, bro, is
Lenane,
fucking
and
crazy.
Crunch all in one little cluster. Lenane might be looking to third party, but it's not an issue yet.
Map!
What a shot!
I hit those.
Around the corner and whips the shotgun shot on Kupchak, gets the elimination there.
Tatlo stopped the apples. I was wondering if he's going to. He is. He's actually going to stop and eat the apples.
The launch pad
Kurt D's
Dr.
would
David.
even
Maybe
more
wants
give
this
this
fight.
subs. Thank you very much, brother.
And I love this because if you're seeing an opponent
thank you,
eat apples, you're like, okay, this guy's got to be pretty low.
Yes,
Brilliant
JPK,
pyramids
thanks for the
to lock the
touchdown,
build of his
brother.
opponent. Will that give him the chance of the high ground? No, he butchers actually his turnaround with the ramp.
A brutal word, Courage, but you're not wrong. And David's going to have to try and choose another trajectory. Do you still engage in this situation? Do you still engage like David's going for?
I think you do. David's got 200 health. He's got minis and medkits, and he knew the last thing he saw was Tatlo eating apples. If you're eating apples, you're desperate, and there
like
you go.
Said,
it's a smart play.
What do I
That's
think
one where
he would nodded his head. That actually was a third elimination. That
literally
gets him a point.
To put him at 3 limbs.
I mean, I would have to talk to
eating
him,
apples.
you know?
If you're eating apples, you're desperate. You go for it all. This was Vide up against Aiden. And GG, either way, Aiden put on a show earlier on, gave everyone a reason to cheer.
A lot of strong talk from Aiden claiming 7 eliminations. I can appreciate the confidence. It doesn't matter how Game 3 and Game 4 turned out for him either way. He's gonna.
I mean, it could be nerves because, like, he has the skill to compete. You know what I'm saying? He has.
You still feel good about that.
You know.
Now, David.
Like, it could be nerves because this is his first time ever playing competitive. I don't know.
Got the elim now stuck inside. He's got
in that specific situation right there, I think maybe he was just respecting the other guy too much.
Sketch.
Or he just wasn't being aggressive enough.
3-player fight. Everyone getting
weak, and
there's the double remote
maybe it's confidence. You know, it could be a lot of things. I'll just have to.
How about a second? Anyone else
I'll just have
play?
to, you know, ask.
Yes,
I have to talk to him.
Bye, friend.
Map, he hit those.
Down through, basically phasing through.
Yeah, you have to ask.
Beat the build. He was faster than the build, dropped in on his opponent, and got that elimination.
Oh, this is a really awesome fight. Tempo versus Animal. Tempo, a name that you've heard so much of from FaZe, a top pro player, regarded and known widely across the community. Animal, more trying to build a name for himself in this whole kind of competitive scene.
What do I mean by respecting him?
5 elims this game. continuing
like,
to spread himself out for the rest
if
of the
you
pack.
have somebody low and you still have all your
The
health
circle's
and some
30
shield,
seconds
bro,
close, and this is the opposite side entirely from what we've seen in the
pressure,
past.
pressure,
far
pressure.
east by
You know?
launch.
Just pressure their ass. W, like, that W gang shit is real, bro.
These fast edits pushing up top and trying to counter build against his opponent. To the triangles you saw him.
Why did Aiden get so many kills?
And actually standing right next to him.
Why did Aiden get so many kills?
140.
Pressure, pressure, pressure. Always pushing, bro.
Courage is actually,
you know what I'm saying? He sees somebody, if he gets some weak, he just pushes and never stops pushing.
His opponent with
you know what I'm saying?
the pyramids right on top of the ramps.
Oh, and then he just ate a rocket from Tempo. I think this is Tempo he's fighting currently. Third party as well. He's got minis he can at least use to heal, but his opponent making sure he has no time to breathe. Here's his chance.
Aggression is
put him back
so
into 86 HP.
needed in this game.
Still, the one rocket elims him.
Like, aggression is so rewarding in this game. You know
Will
what I'm
he
saying?
launch pad out?
And constant pressure.
Almost expecting a bouncer to bounce out of there. He's the traps to block.
It's so rewarding. That's the whole reason I play the way I do. You know?
Goes for it, almost gets it, but Tempo reading ahead.
Jeez, these edits.
A third party potentially sniping in on Animal while they're in the middle. Animal Tempo in the middle of the fight.
Tempo knows he's got a huge health advantage. Oh, he loses the build.
Gets only shield tags. Unbelievable accuracy from Animal. Gets a 47 and a 50 with the double barrel swaps and finishes the engagement.
If you are Tempo, I'm wondering if he got caught with his build out still or something awkward, because if you get that floor on top, you cannot lose that fight. That's one that he needs to win 10 out of 10 times.
Joystick might actually have the drop here. Does his opponent even know that? You see him jumping and spinning to look back, but he's just hiding behind the tent. He doesn't have to move. He doesn't have to engage. You got 38 seconds on this rotation now before the storm starts to push people in.
Yo, Kurt, thank you for another.
He kind of just waited it out. He
Give
didn't
this up, man.
have to
Thank
do
you
a
for
thing.
the 5 more. That's
gameplay.
I really appreciate you, dog. Thank you very much.
Top leaderboard position. He's going for
this is going to be our highlights after the game. Joystick sneaking out of the zone.
A good poach, a player we've seen very often. He secured a number of wins in the summer skirmish with Tim the Tap Man, among other players that he's played with, and he's a confident player. He can put an entire team on his back.
Yeah, literally the two things that make you succeed, bro,
he has 3 eliminations
is
of his own. That's
confidence
1 point already.
And knowing when to be aggressive.
He's in a great spot, too.
I mean, this is where Poach excels.
You got to know when to be aggressive.
When he
you
gets
can't
these
just
one-by-ones and can navigate
W
around
gang everybody no matter what, like I do when I'm playing like
from
just
earlier
pub
on with Ghost
matches.
Bizzle and Laddock.
Bizzle, wow, the shots, very accurate shots from above. Ghost Bizzle going down.
You just got to know when to be aggressive.
Animal, we had our eyes on him. He has 7
and that's definitely every
right
time
now.
you get somebody low.
Points for him, which
unless you're getting third party, then you
good.
don't.
Teenagers above him, he might have to
you
rotate in the grill
according to the third
next.
party.
And we're looking at the point now when this zone closes, the storm's going to start to move, and this is the cut down of player count is going to happen now. Teenage underneath.
But yeah, when you respect somebody too much,
start pushing into the spray.
that takes a hit to your confidence, bro. Like,
dude, he is on a tear, and that actually just gave him control of at least the zone area. Another pro player near him, it's Gorilla from Team Envious.
8 elims for Animal. Is tied, I believe, for the most we've seen in a single game with what Aiden dropped in the second game.
You might have just helped me out right there. Thank you, fam. No problem, man.
Look, he's not stopping.
Like, I played a competitive in a lot of games. It's just like
everybody pretty much
you gotta
already
be confident,
inside the next
bro.
safe zone, but the positioning here,
confidence is literally everything, dude.
It's going to be key, whether or not you have to move quite a bit for the zone or not.
Gorilla just kind of staying. Animal, it's like he scared him with those explodes and now has made his move towards a safe zone.
My apologies, I misspoke on which circle it was. We still have 1 more shrinking down before the movement starts. So 29 players at this point. 8 elims for Animal. He's going to have to start moving in, catch him off guard, get the shot. 70 plus.
Still has minis.
The opponent, you know, still potentially has shield. Didn't get the. There's a sound effect that happens, Jack, when the shield gets popped. It's one that a lot of these players have memorized.
But look what this is doing. Shivsy had the health advantage.
Bro.
Now it's the other way around.
I knew that was gonna happen, bro.
Animal tried to greed the big shield, and just like that, he's down to just 52 HP, and full panic is set on in. Oh, is he gonna get this big shield off this time?
Yeah, he got it this
Nope,
time.
Shivsy will not be able to strike. He's actually using this time to pop bandages himself, so Animal will have the health advantage. And Shivsy knows this, which is why he's backing on up.
Here's your leaderboard. Animal literally double the next closest elimination count from Bowman SC, which is crazy. The number of eliminations that Animal has secured.
The thing about the double barrel is that you saw that range where they traded shots. Pump is better in that range. You know what I'm saying? Like literally, unless you're like in the same box as somebody or mad close to them, Pump is better. You know.
3 elims for a point.
Even Tack is
Animal
better.
actually still has a launch pad still.
If you're ADS,
and I like this from Animal. Putting that launch pad in his first slot, making sure he can use it in a panic moment, right? Second, he needs to get out of somewhere. It's not on his other trap or like that. It's just immediately right on his quick.
Kill him!
He didn't get any mats from that. God of Rage didn't pick up any mats. Oh, he still can't build a single wall.
Bro.
54 seconds, and look at the what once had a number of trailers and such here for metal farming is completely empty and just filled with opponents now. I don't think you can really farm those Courage for resources or materials like you might expect to be able to. And players are going to find out real quick. Everybody else is hiding around in here. A lot of people are building up their little 1x1s, and this is the up-close gameplay. That semi-auto snipe. Girl's got 125
This guy's in a really
shots,
good position right now.
Heavy ammo
Holy
for that
shit.
thing, but he probably won't even use any of them.
Dancing around. Look at all these walls he controls. 26 players still in this game. 10 seconds until the zone closes. Joystick, who we saw playing a game of cat and mouse earlier, seems to be in a similar scenario. As we're fighting all around Retail Row, just outside Retail.
Irons, I in it from a business standpoint. My time was better used in other places in terms of literally everything that I would have got from the tournament.
Misses the edit.
That's pretty much it. Just a business standpoint.
Who's got the high ground right now? It seems like there's a few towers like Sloth has right here. That's a huge 62 damage tag.
He's got another opponent on the open. Just a quick tap, 26 shield, which is enough probably to make that player. You look for people to panic build a little bit. Catches another player rotating. You see, as soon as they start to take shots, materials get used, whether you land hits or not, and so you're whittling down your opponent's resources, whether it's HP or what they can build.
He wants a fight right here so bad, it looks like. I mean, yes, he's moving to the zone, but he's got to claim this wall to the right.
Guys, stop being toxic.
He's going to try and maybe potentially chamber out. Yeah, that's exactly what he's doing. He's building a couple layers of defense.
It's in the past now. Let's focus on the game that's actually being
box,
played.
That wall that you said he had to claim has an opponent hiding behind it now in the shots.
And see, that's why I was wondering why he didn't claim it, and that's actually coming back to punish him. And all that they're trying to do,
I don't ban people for talking shit. Talking shit is a part of video games.
Is to make their opponent not know which one they're in. If there's only one 1x1, obviously you're hiding in that. When you've got 5 of these pyramids, it's like
I wouldn't want my stream to be like
a vague flying in, trying to get inside the safe zone.
Where people
just a
can't
quick glance down at the map.
how they
Looks like
feel about
Logan might be
you know?
the only one you see down there, the south side of your map right there. He's just away from everybody, and he's going to have to move the furthest right now.
There's no reason to continuously trash talk.
Literally right now. Animal 8 Elim's still alive, looking to secure number 9, maybe be the first player to get into double digits in a single game, and he's going to drop down. He's building up layers underneath himself so that the structure up top can't be knocked down instantly. People can't just drop a single rocket and he'll have to experience fall damage, something like that. Even covering the traps like that
at all
can be super effective. You'll find people that'll try and push up from underneath and get caught off guard by
that wall on the ramp. Yep. Animal still in this one. Building above the pyramids, he's got the high ground now, and he's got.
I'm talking arm security. I ain't talking about no dude with a knife.
On the structure, he's so high up that he can place a panic bounce pad.
Oh
which
no!
He didn't get to do yet. He's trying to do it. Okay, that was all the fall. But you saw he was spamming, hoping he could place it because he thought the whole thing was going down.
The number of players stacked on top of each other in this. Everybody is inside this thing right now, and they're all going to have to move. If you look at the mini-map, a west-northwest push from the storm here.
He needs to use that bounce pad and just get out. Stop wasting so many
players
mats.
Going to find out real quick. Everybody that's in here, they're all going to have to move out. And in my opinion, an earlier move right now, the better, because they're all worried about everyone that they can hear vertically. Now's the time to get out of there.
I've been playing since the first day of Battle Royale.
Is the question. Who has bounce pads to kind of pick up the pace there on the transition? Animal with a 9 limb.
Catches Megalomaniac hiding down in the bottom there, and he's got such a wonderful setup. A lot of up-close combat available for him, and he's not going to go down easy in a 1v1.
Look at all these people stacked. And Animal did use a bounce pad to cross that whole area. You see Shivzy just launch padded. Baboosh just did the same.
Animal's in such a good position. He bounce padded over to the opposite side.
Stacking and building above each other.
Got that kill and just kept moving.
He's wondering where his next opponent could be. Worried about his back, it seems. Animal gets
his 10th kill, bro.
That's now 10 eliminations for Animal.
That's crazy. Octagon's dead.
Seems to be proving why he named himself that right here.
There's almost so much movement right now. Keep your eyes on the feed, folks, because that's going to be where a lot of the information on who eliminates who in the middle of this is going to come from. There's just so many engagements that are going to happen during a rotation, especially the next one. A Southwest push. Animal holding that down, and there's so many fights happening simultaneously. You see Sloth goes down to Nazgul on the bottom. A number of fights, Hysteria and Enigma are on top of each other in the feed. Poach gets Animal, goes down with 10 elims. Gorilla taking out Joystick, who was hiding behind the tent earlier. So many players fighting for position right now because 4 more eliminations means top 10 for the remaining players, and that's a point apiece.
This is prime Poach right now. This is when Poach is by far one of the scariest players in all of competitive Fortnite.
Don't box this man in. You will regret it.
Yeah. He knows how to maneuver. He knows how to dance.
He's taking control of a lot of these services, like you were saying earlier. That is a huge piece of Close Combat Levick. Not moving it, even though the service is coming. He's got to. He's dropping down.
Oh, he ain't got no mats, bro.
Very low mats, though.
His mats are gone right here, dude.
Nazgul dies the storm. Fuzzy takes Bumble away. Sean was taken. One of our previous winners goes down to Levick. So we're talking about Baboosh taking Nice out. Enigma eliminated by the storm. Vide eliminated by the storm. The storm claiming a number of players here. Fuzzy. Poach goes down to Fuzzy, and Fuzzy gets elimination just before that. We have two players remaining.
It's
a 1v1. Fuzzy at 5 elims already, which should feel fantastic. But he's.
I wonder if he saw the rocket launcher.
Above here.
This is literally right there.
A big shield to use. So put him at 162.
Push. Sap.
Sap.
Looking at the shot. The wall blocks it. A last-second build.
These are all his mats. Keep this in mind. These are all of his mats. Down at a 75. The spray comes in with the drum gun. He's got this player weak. This would be only his second elim, but there it is. Tries to edit on out, but Sap from Ghost gets the victory. And I think if you pick a winning organization from the day, it's got to be Ghost Gaming.
Ghost Gaming has been performing above and beyond. Both Saf and Aiden, every player from Ghost seems to just know exactly how to play this. And he waited. He baited the edit. Seeing Fuzzy work on the wall right there, he took an opportunity, hit the jump shotgun shot, and got the elim. Second place is fantastic. You got to remember, any of these players that were making it all the way to the top 10, they're doing an excellent job of choosing the right time.
Thank you again for another 5 gifts, man.
Let me point out too, Animal had 10 elims. Second place eliminations had 5.
Sheesh.
He doubled the performance of both Fuzzy and Vide, who both had 5 elims that game. That's 2 points apiece for them, but it's not 3 points. Animal taking home the 3 points for that. Just excellent game.
And he was already towards the top of today because of his placement earlier on. So he's feeling quite good. We actually have an interview with Animal coming up. Not quite yet. Either way, we still have our standings to update you on, see exactly who our 33 players are to qualify for Monday.
No.
But after 2 days of qualifiers, we now know 2/3 of the lobby, Lupo. Let's take a look at some Animal highlights, though, before we get into the interview with him in just a few brief moments. This is someone who I think is kind of one of our standout players.
Nah, nobody gets paid today, guys.
This is aggressive gameplay.
I'm pretty sure nobody gets paid. That's for Monday?
Look forward to seeing those kind of maneuvers.
It's for Monday.
Dropping the nade in there. These shots get Tempo. This is incredible. It looked like Tempo potentially hit shots against the surfaces that were around the Animal as he hid in his a cubby hole.
Yep. And then the spray. This was when he knew, hey, I'm going to keep the pressure on. Takes out the Splodes. Catches Megalomaniac off guard. 10 elims in a lobby this stacked. 10 elims is good in a normal game, in a normal just pub. 10 elims in a closed lobby like this, pretty nuts. And I'm pretty sure we actually already have him ready to go.
The only people who are qualified to get money are the people who make it to Monday. That's it.
Thank you so much. I am joined here by Animal, and I mean, your name precedes you, dude. You are literally an animal. You dropped 10 eliminations here in the qualifiers. What's running through your mind, and do you ever tire of being a terror to everyone else?
Once you get that double barrel in your hands, you just feel like you can do anything. Play around in the boxes and the turtles, and outmaneuver your opponent, and anytime they get close to you, they're just dead. So. Yeah. Anytime you get that, you can just lay out.
Exactly. Now, what was the preparation like leading from the weeks of Summer Skirmish here to PAX?
I mean, I play Scrim 7 days a week, multiple hours a day, probably 6 to 8 hours a day playing Fortnite, so yeah.
Do you ever get tired of Fortnite? It's a lot of Fortnite.
I mean, it's a grind, just gotta do it. No, never really get tired of it, to be honest. It's the most fun part of the game is playing scrims every night, honestly.
Now, question for you. What is your strategy going to be like here going into the final game, or rather finals?
I want to have a good mixture of slaying out and placing because, I mean, if you slay out and place, you can get the most points. So, yeah.
Now, here's the thing. You know, everyone out there is obviously loving you, right? Because you're just running around the double barrel and just point blank people. Like, what's going through your head, right? At any moment, you're going to engage someone, and it's like you're so confident in your decisions. You're so confident. You're just like, hey, what's up? It's me, Animal. What's going through your mind at those times?
It's basically trying to outplay my opponent's close quarters and
I get bored of
quick
too much
edits.
Fortnite?
Double barrel allows you to do that,
I mean,
and so does the P90, so that's what I was rocking just now.
Getting bored of something
Any
is
final
based
thoughts for all
on
the
how you
people out
think
there that
about
love
it.
you?
Because no matter what, I'm still going to play Fortnite, so I'd rather think
Mom.
highly of it, you know?
There you go.
All right, I got to take a call real quick.
Back to you.
Oh,
That sums up.
What can you say?
Everything over there.
Yeah, the confidence. I'm busy right now. I gotta go.
Mega
Wow,
roll,
he's
bro.
making executive deals. He's getting calls and offers that
mega roll,
I don't even know what could
For
be going
gameplay
on.
like that, I don't blame him, honestly. That was above and beyond. And he actually,
courage leaves,
Jack,
though.
where'd he land over the course of today?
That was funny.
Top spot.
Right at the top.